Alright, I'm just going to show, I know all you guys want a race car update. This is footage from probably the last like 6 months of the race car and through all of its stages, I guess you could say. You'll see in the video, but this is pretty much how it all went down. Nothing was planned this way. So it may seem like it's all over the place, but that's just the reality of how it happened and what happened. So this is part one. Here's the video.
I have to get the converter out of this thing. I'm trying not to kick the trans out. So if I unbolt the diff, I'll be able to pull the diff and the trans back a little bit to clear from the torque tube. That's the game plan, because if not, then the whole trans got to come out.
What do you want to move it back far enough to where the axles touch and then see if you can squeak the converter out?
I mean, that's the plan. I'm going to grab that once I get this thing unbolted, and we're going to try to go back with it. It's going to be close.
I know a lot of people don't think I actually sold the car, but I did actually sell it.
I mean, who would know that you sold it?
What do you mean?
Did you post that you sold it?
On Instagram, yeah. I said I'm banned on Facebook, so I can't post anything on Facebook. Trying to sell my stacker too, but I can't post that until I get back on Facebook. I got like 2 weeks left until I'm back on Facebook. I said the word stab. You can't say the word stab on Facebook. But yeah, it's sold. Sold to the same person I sold it to the first time I sold it. Whatever, I got good money for it. I think it was good all the way around for me and him. He's a cool dude. We've done business multiple times. Straight up no bullshit on both sides, and I think we all respect that. He bought the roller minus the converter and the electronics. So I'm keeping the engine and he says he's going to race it in Ultra, which I think is going to be a big block nitrous car, which should be interesting, but we'll see. I'm excited to see someone else race it too.
Oh my god.
It's all bound up in the thing. I'll come down with this maybe. It's all jammed up in that torque tube now.
Did you get the two tight?
Yeah, as well. I'm gonna try and push this thing back up.
Yeah. I don't know how that's going to happen.
I mean, I usually use the chain strap right there.
Well, I mean, we're good to take it off, so.
Just push this up.
What'd you do with the nuts? I heard they're over here.
I need that pry bar. It's got to go backwards.
Looks like it's coming your way a little bit. There we go. Right over here.
Yep, I'm on.
Sweet. Go up. Send it. All right, awesome. Get it?
What else? Just bolt the motor plate on and that's it, I guess?
No motor plate. I gotta take the headers out too and put them in the back.
That should be easy. The guy's getting it at the right time though. We just did a serious refresh on this thing. All the suspensions rebuilt. All new electrical wiring throughout the whole car. It's got the headers coated or polished or whatever the guy does.
Gotta take this off, the oil filter, the fuel, and then matters. That's pretty
Fuel cell stain.
Yeah. He said.
I'm not upset about the car. 'Cause I sold it to my buddy, and we always have a mutual agreement that if he ever wants to sell it, he sells it back to me first. And I've sold it to him before, like years ago, and then I bought it back like a month later. He'll probably have it a little longer this time, but so it doesn't bother me. If I ever want to buy it back, I'm sure I can just buy it back from him. So that's why I'm not too concerned about it. He'll hold on to it, play with it for a little while, and then if I want it back, I'll get it back. I think he's gonna run Ultra Street like I did. So different engine combo. I think he's gonna put a big block nitrous setup in it. We don't know if it's an Amazon truck because they come in here all day. Like this is where one was sitting yesterday.
I don't know what it is. I know exactly what it is. The windshield washer.
No, that's oil.
Like black oil.
How's that lip? Watch that lip. Good.
Some water's already been built up there.
Oh, yeah. That is your truck leaking, by the way. Yeah, they just went low. What year is that truck? Okay. So it's a 6.4? 6.7. 11 first year. Probably in like a year-ish. There we go.
Keep walking. Well, that was gone for a solid 3 weeks. How do you feel about that?
Ready to go racing.
It went on vacation to Florida and then came back.
Siesta.
It just took took an afternoon siesta for a whole 3 weeks.
You know, also known as a nap in case people are unfamiliar with the lingo.
Yeah.
Just angle it as far as you can.
That's good right here.
This one
Okay.
is
Like towards the red Corvette, right?
the need for speed.
Good as new.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm gonna try and hold it forward. So.
Good over here, plenty of room. Probably straight back now. Good.
Right where I left her.
Yep. I guess we should bring the engine over too.
I'm not gonna be able to get in on this, am I? Oh, yes, I am.
yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's picking around the phone.
There, where the do you think it would take? Just leaving you and leaving forever?
Stop. Stop.
Oh my god.
Go! This has been the most boring ride ever.
I'm not even sure why you're here right now.
Me neither. It would have been nice if I just didn't have to come in today.
Yeah, it would have been nice.
Would have been.
Yeah. Beautiful Friday.
Now, drip that thing! Are you happy to be working on the race car again? It's a lot of enthusiasm.
Clean the threads up on these.
shot that a little bit, huh, Matt? Do you want me to pull it a little bit for you? Straight back?
Yeah, try, just give it a little. That's probably enough. This thing slotted the slide right in there.
Here, use both. I'd say that's about 5. I measure things.
You're talking about shit.
I'm talking about 5 inches. Is that how big your throttle body is? Is 5 inches?
My dick? Yeah.
No, you're
Right around there.
right around there. Look at all that space.
Yeah, we're gonna need it.
Yeah. We won't have it here soon.
I am feeling better about seeing it like this.
Okay, see the little. Okay, you're just gonna make it go into an axis lock. The whole KP in here. And stuff.
Maybe we gotta fit a whole direct drive in there too. So
A whole what?
direct drive.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, here, I don't want this.
Do you finally want to tell everybody that you bought your car back 2 days after you sold it?
No. 2 months, technically.
It was not 2 months.
It was 2 months after I sold it. Car was only gone for a month. You're just wasting footage. I'm just saying, you just hold it to my face. Like,
I'm waiting for you to do a trick or something.
I mean, I'm not a magician.
You're done working on the race car?
I'm going to get right back on now.
Oh. Let's go check out and see what he got done yesterday. Starting to look like a car again. So after we get this all put back together, it goes to Don's at PSI to get a new fuel cell in it and something else. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. Fran will be able to answer that better than me. But what is it getting at Don's besides the fuel cell?
New fuel cell. We're moving the catch can to the back of the car, and a new charge pipe.
Okay, why are we putting the catch can in the back of the car? I know it's fairly easy to drain it out up here, which you have to do often.
It was just blowing oil all over the whole engine there.
Where are we putting it at back here?
Probably under the car by like the
Tire?
by this trans.
Wasn't there something else that dripped out back here before? Was that the overflow?
For the transmission, yeah.
Okay.
It's still under it.
I moved it right here.
Oh, okay.
Probably put it right back there.
So that'll be a little bit more difficult to get to, I assume, than it was before. It was right up top inside the engine before, but if it's causing issues, obviously.
Need something, sounds like.
Did you figure out what the issue was? Is it
Yeah,
wrong
the issue is
size?
it's binding up on this keyway.
The what is binding up on the keyway? Oh,
This key is binding on the.
keyway.
Yeah.
Here, sit here. I'm sorry.
No, I got a stool right here. It's just full of.
I know, but you could have told me to stand up. Your workspace, not mine.
Yes. I just, you know,
Just
keep
seeing how
walking
many
over them.
people trip over them.
Yeah, that's why I'm throwing that.
Oh, that's what it's binding up on. The old pinholes.
Stop moving your
I'm gonna try and get a picture of what you're talking about in there. Hold on, I got
You can see it pretty clear.
Yeah, okay, you might be able to, but the camera is a different story. Okay.
Well, maybe if you didn't have that Amazon Walmart piece of shit.
Yeah, what did you buy that home for originally?
Dude, I can't remember.
And why? I thought.
So these keyways you're talking about?
Hey, I don't know why you need a brake caliper home.
I bought it to hone something. I just can't remember what.
Something with your old Harley?
Look at you. It's good to hoard things sometimes.
Let's see if it works.
What's the worst that's gonna happen? It doesn't, you know?
It's the perfect size for the keyway hole.
Look,
Let's see if we'll get it spinning quick. Maybe it won't catch.
they have a business today. Holy! Really? Why would you grab that while you're spinning it?
Just destroy it.
He just destroyed his hands.
I mean, it's gonna catch those things.
It worked though.
I know they're right in front of my face.
What are you looking for? I'm sorry.
Injector plugs.
Oh, they're right here.
When the hell did I put them there?
You didn't. You put them on the stool when I put them down there. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
You see this, Matt? Now she's moving our
I moved it a foot away from where it was.
full and fat and worthless.
You going on a diet for your wedding? Can I just say how stupid I think that is?
Why the would I ever do that?
I know.
I think that's about us. We're going with the anti-C's this time. Lube.
So, man, I have something to ask you. I know you and I love Corrados. Have you ever had Grand Slam sauce? I think Matt's going to be excited to give it a go. Buffalo sauce and garlic sauce mixed together.
Moment of truth.
Started way easier for me, I know that. Alright, back to Daddy Longbolt.
I can't wait to give Jill his Father's Day presents.
We need to get him to the festival tonight.
I'm sure he'll go. As long as he doesn't have baseball or football or piano practice or whatever it is that he does.
We're about to go sister-wise on this month.
I hit my head earlier when nobody else was around.
Yo, take this lift up.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. How do I know where all the way is?
That's good right there. Where's the socket that belongs on the end of this?
I don't know. You're the last one who touched it. Is it inside of the tire here?
Got it.
Oh, there's like 19 millimeter over here. Yo, man. Yo.
To the window!
Okay, so this is his third bolt that he's put on this. And I asked him to tell me. I'm gonna assume that it just pushes it in further and further
There
each
you
time.
go.
Yeah, so you have to do it in steps. You can't just.
Yeah, because the bolt's bottom out in the crank.
Oh.
The solid crank.
So you're in the middle of the road right now,
I don't know.
or is it the last one?
I'll tell you where I'm at. I'm at the stage where it gets tight and I don't like it. Today, I'm canceling it and going with a whole different manufacturer. I'm selling the truck!
What happened? What's wrong now?
I can still nothing.
For what?
My suspension, so I'm getting ready to tell the whole company to get
Suspension they told you is going to take 4 weeks to ship? That suspension?
I want it now! Mom! Mom!
Oh, I love it when
I'm
they
gonna
say
need you
that.
to call this company because they're not shipping my parts.
I mean, at least email me the back.
Maybe they're busy shipping out stuff, so they can't email you.
Tired of that. He's called him about 60 times.
You know, the squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Tracking numbers and nothing to track.
They just made his tracking number, so he left
Yeah,
the
they
load.
up.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, here's the
exactly.
tracking, buddy.
Matt, did you find out a game plan on this?
No. What? What going on? I'm frustrated. I'm hot. Just don't know what to do anymore. Thing's never gonna go racing.
So this is the new engine plate. Why? For the pulley setup? No, we're getting rid of the
The
pulleys.
issue is, see where I've got marked in red?
Yeah.
That needs to get cut out.
Okay.
So there's not enough meat in the old engine plate because of what it was all cut out for before.
Okay.
So the new one, I'll be able to come straight across, use all the head bolts, or most of them, don't need all of them, and then cut all this bottom section out.
Oh.
So I can. This bracket needs to mount directly to the engine.
Why? Because you answer my questions simply so that any imbecile can understand them.
Well, you need to understand. So
I agree. That's why I asked you what a CAN bus was.
this cocksucker's heavier than I thought it was gonna be.
Put it down. You're just standing there holding it.
I don't want to plop it on the concrete. This thing is bad. What?
Was that fun? Was that fun, Matt?
It was fun. I did a floor jack. Alright, get that camera out of my way! Let's see what do we got here. Which side is which? That is that side.
So do we just buy this plate already cut out for the engine, for the front
Yeah.
cover? Okay.
Yep. I want this to be like elevated. I'm about to be on the bandsaw for about an hour anyway.
Really? An hour?
It's gonna take a while.
This shirt.
Hey,
The purple on the front.
that new one?
Yeah, it's purple.
Kyle gave it to me yesterday.
We like new ones.
I'm not gonna double film you. My camera's filming.
Oh, this one's not as long.
Where did we get
Which
this
is fine
from?
because I'm cutting all that out anyway.
None of this was bolted to the block or anything?
Nah, that was just for your alternator.
What'd you say?
Where do we get these things from? The engine.
ICT Billet, I got this from. Motion Raceworks was out. So, they had one.
This one worked out better for what we need anyway.
Okay.
I think the Motion Raceworks one didn't come up this tall in this area.
Fran over there giving a helping hand.
Well, it was falling off if I didn't. Matt's trying to drill it straight with both hands. Figured I'd give him a finger or two, you know?
That shirt looks like that shirt is 100% on backwards. It is 100% on backwards.
Oh, yeah, it is.
And why would that's dumb that they did that? It's funny. I looked at that this morning, and I'm like,
I looked and I'm like, man,
I
it looks
looked
like
at
it fits weird.
I looked at it this morning, and I'm like, why isn't this over on the pocket?
Right.
Like, it's weird that it's in the center. She thinks the dumbest shit is so funny. Look at her, Matt. She's a
Fucking
retard.
red.
She's a retard. Like, that's the funniest thing she's ever seen in her entire life.
It's the little things.
It's really not that funny.
Yes, it was.
She's
He's
just
been wearing
a
his shirt
funny
backwards all day. Brand's just upset because he was the brunt of the
idiot. I'm not,
joke.
it's just not that funny.
You're not that funny.
I am pretty funny.
Well, you're kind of annoying.
Yeah.
But I love you.
You want to take an annoying vote in here? I'm pretty sure you might win that.
You want to... guys, who wants to vote on if Fran's annoying or not?
That wasn't the scale that we were talking about, babe. This is not.
Same pattern.
Well, look, it's like oblong. Like, see how this one is like.
What is that for, the fuel?
This is my fuel pump.
Wow, I hit the nail on the head for once.
Huh?
I was right for once.
Lucky guess.
I don't know. I'll see what I have to do.
So that
I just need to figure out a
that
different
goes on the
collar
front or the
for
back?
this.
You said the back.
I mean, I don't know if it matters where it goes, honestly. I mean, I had the fuel pump on the back before, but I don't think that it would matter. I would probably rather have fuel lines in the back.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Just in case I ever like hit a wall or anything, I'd rather hit oil lines first as opposed to a fuel line.
Yes. Is this thing not drilled for the...
No, we gotta do that.
Does it say that in the instructions?
There's not a goddamn piece of literature in the instructions. There's 3 terrible pictures. I just stare at until I figure
I mean, why wouldn't they drill that?
I have no idea. Like this whole cluster, I couldn't figure out where the
Belt went where the pulley went?
pulley was. I'm like, what the fuck? Like you had to take all this shit apart and sandwich it between there. Figure it out, obviously.
Turbo race car. That motor plate looks good, Matt.
Thank you.
Polished it up.
What are these added on for?
It's because that's where the water pump went. There's no water in the car anymore. They're just block off holes.
Because alcohol runs cooler.
Yeah. That's why the heads are solid. There's no water. Before, I used to have water just going through the heads and then like 1 inch of the block. And then once I went to alcohol, I got solid heads, so there's no water in it at all. That's good.
Yeah, these would be nice for your knees. Tape into it.
There she goes.
I mean, it still makes no sense.
So why did it have to be turned to put
It
it
didn't,
on?
because the keyway kept falling out when it was up. But
Oh.
are the splines roughly even with the hub? About an 1/8 inch gap to the seal? Yes.
Yeah, I think that's what's throwing it off. It doesn't have that AC belt rib hanging off the back of it.
Yeah, I mean, in reality, as long as the hub is fully past the seal, even if it's a 1/16 of an inch,
I think they're fine.
it doesn't matter. It's touching the timing gear, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As long as it's doing that, then
Yeah.
we're okay.
Yeah, I could see an imprint on the timing gear from it being tightened against it. You know what else I wanted to change? The temperature sensor.
The cylinder head temp sensor?
Yeah.
Back there.
Here it is. This one wasn't big enough to put a 10mm bolt through, so I had to like put that helical in there so I can use a smaller bolt. I'd rather use this hole and put the actual right size bolt in it. So we need one like 7/16 probably. I think this is 3/8.
Okay. Let me see how much they are. I think they were like 100 and some dollars. $50.
I mean, if it's that much, don't worry about it. But
I'm surprised you remember that. You try not to remember the prices of stuff for the race car.
I remember them, I just try not to remember them. And I tell you, I don't remember them.
Boys and girls, today the race car is going back to PSI for Don to make a few changes. We are changing classes to a Super Street, which is a new class. I believe it's Super Street. If not, Fran will correct me. But it has new rules. It's a really cool class, and we are going to run that class. We have to get a new fuel cell and a few other things made for the engine bay. We're going to stick with the same Pro Charger for now. We are able to go bigger than this It's just that we don't want to at this moment. We kind of want to figure out what the car's going to do with the slicks on it. This is a new tire that we're going to run that is specific to the class. So, yeah. We're loading it up in the trailer today for its voyage to PSI and get it out to the track as soon as we can. There's some big old balloon tires.
Yep.
Surprised we didn't have to tub this thing out.
Can you clean off my camera?
Man, if I wasn't here, that'd be a perfect opportunity to whip something out.
Alright.
Yeah, I can't leave that like that. Yeah, I think that's fine.
Over under on this starting.
Under.
Under.
Over. It's starting.
I bet it starts.
It ain't a Corvette.
Not looking good.
It's not looking.
No interior light. Yeah, no.
I'm telling you.
Man,
Same-
those jump
same
boxes
thing
are
with
getting
the
their
truck.
money's worth today.
Someone want to grab that?
Where is it, Matt? Okay.
Send me a Snapchat. Really?
Yeah.
You want it on the passenger side or over
No,
there?
I need it here.
Okay, I'm trying. I'm running. Grab from the back.
Trying to get a fucking brother to fucking hang out, or her brother to hang out with him. He's like 30. They were the ones all tatted up.
Yeah, the one I seen, I was like,
There she blows. Hold on, let me find it.
So these chicks Ubered us back. Paid for the Uber.
really?
To the beach. Apparently there's a beach bar down there I've never even heard of.
Where?
What's the city, Maryland?
Someone hand me something? Where is this from?
It's over there in some bag. Look like it, like some sort of cheap
Oh yeah.
roadside assistant bag. Yeah.
Will that reach?
Barely.
Barely.
Yeah,
Bring it forward, it will. Now, like if we bring the car forward, it will.
There she blows.
That's gonna be gay because we can only pull the f***ing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Once
Whatever. It'll be
take the
it's
slack
downhill
out.
anyway, but it's fucking gay as it is there.
You gonna be good on the lip?
Guess we'll fucking find out, huh?
Yeah, I think it's fine.
It's alright, the tow shop will pull it up.
Oh no 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 no.
No. Back it up. Yeah, it's already bent.
It's gonna wreck that hinge.
What else is new? Well, hold on. Pull it in some. It's 3 inches from hitting the ramp. I think once it hits the ramp, it might
on this angle.
it might lift that up enough.
Kick that down over there, Eric. Put your foot on it.
I ain't gonna go nowhere.
Go ahead. It'll clear. Look at that. That lift's been f***ing.
Yeah, you
enough.
see the bumper. What happened? What broke that? Oh, your toolbox fell.
Toolbox fell over.
That was on the old lip. I found this one on a.
Yeah, this is off the customer's car.
Yeah. 8 inches.
Huh?
You'll have to put the mirror in on the side.
Yeah, I had to.
It's gonna be close in the back here, man.
I can, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be close.
I think it looks so much tighter because of the cabinet. Like before,
That's what I think.
Before the fender was like you had 8 inches and the tire was close anyway, so you can go up a little bit more.
That's about it on the window.
Okay, that's fine then. Yeah.
There's a little winch control in the cabinet too.
Oh, okay. Like we don't need a remote, I think.
I was wondering what the